Bruce Broussard, Ken Okel, I'm back. Yes, Bruce Broussard, we are continuing our open letter to you, the CEO of Humana. So, Bruce Broussard, you may be wondering, hey, why am I hearing from Ken Okel today? Well, it turns out it was 2 months ago that your company inappropriately charged my bank account for an insurance policy that I had already canceled with you all. As you remember in our previous reports, we had already had that recorded in your system, but somehow your computer system, your personnel, or some sneaky stuff got in the way. Long story short, I had to spend weeks on the phone with you people, over 4 hours talking to all sorts of different people in different levels. Eventually, I did get a refund check. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But of course, as I had maintained throughout this whole conversation, I wasn't just after a refund, as I heard other people were having this problem, where their accounts were still being charged after they had canceled policies. That's not a nice policy to have for a company. So I wanted to make sure that I got a refund. Check that one off. Good job, Bruce Broussard. But I also wanted to find out what had gone wrong and what was being done to make sure that this would not happen to other customers. Now, last time I heard, the investigation was still ongoing. I am sure that every stone is being turned over in the organization, and any day now I will be hearing from you about what's being done to prevent this, unfortunate practice that really should not be happening. So I was very excited the other day when I got a piece of mail from Humana. So I opened it, and you know what's interesting? This was from Humana, but it was a cancellation, notice of cancellation. But this was about a separate policy I had with you guys. It was with a dental plan. So this had nothing to do with the medical plan that you inappropriately charged me for 2 months ago. Now, it was interesting, though, because I realized there are different silos in the Humana mothership, I guess we could say. But it's interesting that for some companies, some divisions, you get a letter of cancellation letting you know about it. For others, you get nothing. So what's going on there? Why is there not a standardized process? And it was almost kind of funny too with the letter, because it just kind of says, yeah, you have a policy with us, it's been canceled. Well, sometimes people have one policy with a company and then they switch to a new one that maybe better reflects their needs. But this has no way of knowing which policy is which. It just doesn't say anything. You could see where they could say, hey, the policy that ends in 412 has been canceled. Now, maybe there's some privacy reasons why you can't do that, but you would think you'd make it a little easier for your customers to make sure that the right policy has been canceled. But hey, you're sending a letter at least for dental, so kudos to the dental division, I guess. In the meantime, a lot of people have asked me about the earlier clips, wanted to know more about my experiences, so I always tell people, Bruce Broussard, that if they are calling Humana, your company, you first talk to the representative you speak with, make sure you get their name, their reference number, and then, of course, if you're not satisfied with the call, you can always ask for a supervisor. Now, it may take a little while for you to be put on hold to get to that person. I found it to be a somewhat useful investment of time. And remember, too, if you're not happy with that call, you can ask for that person's supervisor. Now, again, you may be having to spend a lot of time on the phone, but keep in mind the way Humana's system works. When you call back the next time, you're probably going to be talking to someone totally different. I can pretty much guarantee that. So that can be very frustrating. So sometimes it's better to invest the time talking to people, trying to get the resolution. If you're not happy with what they're saying, keep going up the ladder, because I've found some of the initial people who answer the phone can be very qualified. Some of them really don't know what they're talking about, and it's very unfortunate. So you want to then go from them to someone who is maybe a little more experienced, who might be willing to help you or willing to try to help you. See what I said there, Bruce Broussard, CEO of Humana? Okay, so we're going to continue these messages because I'm still waiting to hear back from you, Bruce Broussard, about your company and why it charged my account and how this won't be happening to other people, because I see online accounts of this happening frequently. So we want to make sure we take care of that. So for now, I'm Ken Okel. Bye-bye, Bruce.